What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. The Protean Shift update has arrived in full force, and after a full day of live streaming yesterday, one of the biggest things I heard all day long is, oh my gosh, my bees just suck now, this update's terrible. So let me go ahead and give everyone a little heads up on some go-to shards to use right away. Now remember, we're only one day into the update. This is not min-maxing that I can claim quite yet. This is not necessarily the best thing, but if you want to get some wins and you want to see some big numbers, these are the shards you're going to want to use. Now first off, I am going to use bees here as the biggest example I got all day long was bees. And if we look at my bees that were doing just 780,000 DPS at tier 1, just a day and a half ago, and now we look at them, 131k. Oh my god, Trendy, what have you done? We already know what they've done. What they've done is they've changed crit damage and how it works. So crit damage is no longer what it used to be. It is not its own separate stat. It is now a percentage that scales off of your regular attack damage. For example, let's say you had well, look at these bees. You've got a 50% crit damage stat. So at 159k, that means if these bees crit, they're going to do the 159k plus another 50% or almost 80k on top of it. Obviously, substantially different numbers than what we're used to seeing. Now, first things first, remember this is a major game-changing update. So where's the first place you start? Well, you go to your Ascension. And as you see, your Ascension has been reset, and the tiers are a little bit different. Now, with Defense Crit working like it does work now, it actually makes it a lot easier for you to do multiple things with one hero, which is a huge step forward in a different direction other than what we have seen in the past with the trial system. So first things first, this is still a defense. We still want it to crit. However, crit damage has changed, so we're not going to focus on crit so heavily. But it's the utility category. What are our options? Our options for bees are crit chance, crit damage, and range. Let's go ahead and max all of those in that order. So crit chance first, then crit damage, then the range gambit. You can mix this up if you want and go crit chance first, then range gambit, then crit damage. I would definitely still go crit chance first. Now, in addition to that, defense rate or defense speed has had a pretty massive change as well. As you see here, it's no longer a stat. We know it's no longer on our gear. So we need to max out that defense speed gambit, or pardon me, the defense speed Ascension first thing overall. So I'm going to go ahead and slap 20 points into my defense speed, and then I'm just going to throw the rest directly into my bees, as that is our focus. Okay, now we take a look at those bees. They're 214k. Alright, they made a step in the right direction, but come on now, this is not where they're supposed to be. So let's take a look at our shards. Oh, hold on now, we've got two different shards that are heavily dependent on crit. We've got defense crit damage and power transfer. Once again, it's no longer a crit game, so there is no reason for us to be using these crit shards without maximizing a crit build. Now, you can still maximize a crit build, but it's going to take more work. If you want something that you can use right now and get yourself some wins, ditch that defense crit damage, ditch that power transfer, go ahead and add on in some good old-fashioned destruction. That's right, Chaos 1 shard, best in slot at the moment. Then after destruction, let's go ahead and hit it up with a little defense rate. Let's go ahead and take a look at those bees now, and oh yeah, they received a nice increase in DPS. The bees are not actually going to be the same DPS as they were. Well, first off, I'm not using mass destruction for the sake of the video, but they're not as high as they were. But remember, we've also got passives or mods that are on our gear. So we're going to be getting additional benefit that is not going to be shown on the tooltip. No matter what defense you're using, if you're using flame auras, if you're using bees, any defense, an easy go-to right now would be number 1, deadly strikes. Now, of course, in the bees, we know we don't use deadly strikes, and that allows us to get another DPS shard in the mix. Number 2, defense rate. Use defense rate all the time. And then number 3, destruction. So for example, I used quite a few flame auras over the last day with the update. As you see, I'm going with mass destruction, deadly strikes, and defense rate. Of course, they don't have to be gilded. It doesn't have to be mass destruction. If you're newer to the game and you've got some shards and you've made it, say you've made it up to Chaos 7, or even Chaos 5 for that matter, or 4, you do have destruction, deadly strikes, and defense rate all available to you. Now, this is the mini meta. This is not the meta. This has not been fine-tuned, and we have not done all the math yet. However, this is the mini meta, as in these 3 shards, destruction, deadly strikes, and defense rate, will get you going right away on day 1. So swap out your shards, take away some of your headache, and go win some maps. So there will be lots more guides, tutorials, and spotlights, of course, coming to the channel. First things first, I had terrible luck all day long on getting the mods that I'm really looking for. So it's going to be another hard day of farming today, and then hopefully I'll be able to get some of these hero spotlights, tutorials, and whatnot all pumped out really soon. If there's any particular spotlights you are looking forward to, make sure you let me know down in the comments below, and I will do my best to get them rolling ASAP. So thank you all for watching. Click that like button, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon with more Dungeon Defenders 2. Take it easy.